everyone, and welcome to my channel. I'm Jeannie Ellis, and I'm also known as Scrapbooking Mama. And today I want to welcome you to the Scrap Hoarders Birthday Collaboration Series. There's wonderful crafters in this collaboration, and for the next 3 weeks we're going to show you different ways to use your scraps. All of us have scraps from something, whether it's from card making or scrapbooking or any other kind of paper crafting. We all have some at least. And in these following weeks, we're going to show you how we use scraps to make embellishments of all kinds and tags and tree toppers for the next week, and then cards for the 3rd week. There are prizes that will be given at the end of this series. At the top of the description box, you're going to find the link to the next person in the lineup. And I hope that you take the time to watch all of the videos. And as always, we do love your comments, and we hope that you'll give us a thumbs up. Be sure that you check out the description box below for the next person in the lineup. Some of us are giving away prizes, so you want to make sure you don't miss any of that. Be sure you check out each video in the lineups. So, now, let's get started. Okay, the first thing I want to share with you is how to do an origami dress. Basically, I'm just going to be doing it so I can concentrate on it, because it's still fairly new to me too. So, if I can, I'll do a voiceover. So, here we go. Begin by folding your paper in half. The front side, as you see, was on the bottom. Open it up and fold again in half. So you'll have 2 complete folds there. Open it up and take your right side of your paper to meet the center fold there. So you got 2 creases now, and then do the same on the left side. Now you'll have 3 creases. Next, you want to open it back up again and make sure that your creases are tight. And take that very right crease and fold it to the center crease, and you're going to do the same on the left side. We'll take that left crease and fold it toward the center. So you're increasing folds is what you're doing. You're not folding again on that fold, you're just taking it to meet that center piece, and then you'll feel a crease underneath. Now fold it in half, turn it, and take the top and fold it upwards about 1/4 of an inch from the fold that was already there. So you'll have like a little M there. Take your pleats, open it up, crease it, open it up on their left side, crease it, and you can see that the bottom part of it, the waistline, is angled. Now take the top piece there where you see I'm pointing at or holding it, and you're going to dog ear that. And you want to make sure that you dog ear that to that fold line there, that crease. And do the same on the left side. Make sure that you take and crease this really, really good, especially at the bottom where you see I'm doing my thumb. Make sure you got it creased really good there. It's important. This is the hard part now. Open this part up that you just folded, that has the dog ears, and take your finger, and you see it's a little difficult for me, and just press it, push it toward the bottom there where you're going to start seeing where if you press it you're going to get a diamond fold out of this. So just keep pressing it to where those 2 sides will meet. You're making new triangles actually, and it comes out like a diamond. Now open that top up, and you're going to fold, dog ear it, that is, and you're just meeting the little crease that's left behind from the triangles, the diamond that you made. Now take this side and fold it, and try to angle that fold to the left and right sides of the skirt that's on there. You're just taking that fold over and turning it, and wherever that fold lands at the waistline there, go ahead and press it down. Now you see there that I have trouble. I have trouble on that side. I do just fine on the left, but the right side I have trouble with. So you're just folding that there to, make your sleeves now. What you just, yeah, you want to make sure the creases are good too. So just take that piece at the top, fold it over. It doesn't matter how much, it's however much you want to do it. And this will make your sleeves. If I remember, I will try to put a link in where I got this. Okay, and there is my origami dress. Now you see over to the side here, I've already got something here I'm going to show you a little bit later. But right now, I'm going to be working on butterflies. I've got several things over here that I've been working on. And while I don't have all of, these aren't all that I'm doing, I was experimenting. And I keep my scraps in this box, the ones from close to my heart that I use. I keep my scraps in here. And I've already picked out a couple of scraps that I want to do. And what we're going to be doing is using these to make some butterflies. Now, normally I use something called triple thick glue. Okay, it hardens really good, easy to use and everything, but it takes a while for it to dry really well. So I'm kind of experimenting, and I am going to do it a little bit differently than what I normally do. I'm taking these scraps, and this is a double butterfly punch that I'm working on the bigger butterfly. So I'm going to, and having the little bitty ones is just a bonus for me. Now the white is simply to give some stiffness to the butterfly. The next thing we want to do is to go ahead, and I am going to use some dimensionals here. Oh my, you should see my desk. It's a mess. I'm going to take the bottom butterfly, and I'm going to glue it, or put the dimensional right here on both of them. To also put, when I put the antennas on, I like to put hot glue on. Even though this is adhesive backed dimensional, I still like to put hot glue or some kind of glue on there just to keep it for sure to stay on there, because I've had trouble with them falling off. And I don't want that to fall off, so okay, now I'm going to go ahead and let's see, I think I've got these gems that I can use, and I think I'm going to go for a yellow. set these aside, dry them, and I've already punched out 3 leaves from some green scrap paper. I've got 5 craft sticks here, rounded end and pointy end on each one. I'm cutting off 3 of them at the pointy end, measuring them to be about the same height, and then 2 of them I will cut to be the crossbars. 2 of them will be cut at both ends because I didn't need a rounded piece on one end of those. So I just trimmed them out that way, and I took the crossbars and decided I'd go ahead and put the post on first, or on top of the crossbars rather than doing it the other way, because I just found it easier to get them evened out and everything pretty good. I mean, maybe not perfect, but hey, it doesn't have to be perfection. Things can be hidden too when you work on crafts. You can hide a lot of mistakes. So anyway, I just hot glued them on and centered that one in the middle. That's why I put one on each end first, so I can get the middle centered. So I thought I'd go ahead and add the leaves on next, and I used 3 of them because I thought 3 was a good round number for the leaves, and it gives it a nice fullness. Now the cherry blossoms that you see there, I made a few years back, and they are actually, I put them on a project and decided I'd go ahead and use those cherry blossoms again because I didn't need whatever the project was. I can't even remember now. So I went ahead and used those. They were in my craft stash. So I added 2 more flowers, one on each end. And I thought the 2 pinks would go with that, really good with that cherry blossom. So I decided to go ahead and use a butterfly there, although I did try to put a lacy ribbon in there, as you can see, and it just didn't look the way I felt like it needed to. So I decided to go ahead and just keep the butterfly in there and glued it on. And then I've got some spray here that I'm going to cut down and put in there, kind of slide it in underneath the flower. So far that's what I've got. Next thing that I'm going to be using making is a little element using the printed acetone and glitter paper. And those 2 pieces are from different companies, but they went so well together, I thought they were perfect. I just put the glitter paper behind the acetate, which is a beautiful printed acetate. And I just simply added elements. For instance, I added the flower to it, added some leaves using my punch again. And by the way, I don't think I mentioned it, but the scallop ovals are made from a punch also, and I love that punch. But I just added a butterfly to it and the leaves, and I went ahead and added some gemstones to it, and I added some sprays, the pearl sprays that you saw that I was going to use earlier on the fence. Just several different things is what I did. And basically, it's just adding elements. Whatever you feel like putting on there, go for it. So there you have it. These are the embellishments that I've made for this week's hop videos. And I've got a fence, 2 butterflies, a dress, and just a decorative piece. And I really like the way this came out. That acetate top, I wish I could get a better picture of it. Let's see, there we go. Isn't that gorgeous? That acetate is beautiful. It's got clear pieces in it, and that glitter paper shines through it. Really, really pretty. So I've got that done and love it. And I've got a couple of butterflies. And I've got my fence done with the little flowers on it and the butterflies. Now that turned out, that focused really good. So anyway, and there's the cherry blossom that I made a few years back. And then we have our origami dress. Just something I wanted to share with you. What you can make out of scrap paper. And scrap paper can be any size, large or small. If it's been used, it's scrap. So, thank you for watching. Be sure you check out the video description box below for the next video in the lineup. And I'll see you next week for tags and or toppers. Bye for now. Blessings.